Welcome to episode 38 of Super States Practices of Transformation with me, your host, Joshua Peters. Super States is the podcast that explores the connection of super states with personal or professional development. And in every episode, we talk to world class experts, revolutionary thinkers, industry leaders, people who share with us the latest information and tools along with their own personal stories to help inspire us on our journey. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast through your favorite podcast host or on YouTube so that you can stay up to date with new episodes. And if you enjoy this show, please give me a 5-star review on whatever platform you listen to. This is the best way to help the show grow. This week is a solo episode where I discuss the power of your breath and heart breathing in particular. I'll go through this heart breathing practice and I'll give you a guided experience so that you can learn how to do this all on your own. Take a deep breath in and relax into breathing in and out of your heart with Joshua Peters. Welcome to Super States. I'm here with myself, with Joshua Peters today. This is a solo episode. What if you had a very simple technique that you could use whenever you're in a stressful situation or maybe a situation where you're starting to feel high emotional state or even a time when you need to just stay focused and clear-minded? That's what we're talking about today. I'm here to talk with you about heart coherence. According to the Heart Math Institute, heart coherence is a state where the heart and the mind and emotions are energetically in alignment. They're working together. And this is using the idea of the heart rate variability. This is an indicator of a person's ability to handle stress and to be physiologically resilient. Heart coherence can help you with your autonomic nervous system to bring it into alignment, to calm down fight or flight and take you into rest and digest, to take you into the parasympathetic part of the nervous system. Now, as we use heart coherence, as we do this practice, it helps with that heart rate variability. It increases that, and a higher heart rate variability can help with your cardiovascular system, with emotional regulation, with stress management. Basically, all of these things are really good for your nervous system. The way that we work best in any kind of situation is when we are calm, when our nervous system is relaxed. And most of the time, the biggest challenges that we're having are because we are in a fight or flight response, whether that's anxiety or fear or stress. That fight or flight, that sympathetic nervous system gets kicked up. We get thrown into, we have adrenaline flowing through us. We've got different chemicals and hormones flowing through us, all designed to try to keep us safe. But we're not in a, we're not in the right state to be calm, to do the things that we need to do in a relaxed state. So even if you're in so think of, I'm going to give an example of a paramedic. A paramedic, when they get to the scene of the accident, they have to be in this calm state. They're going to be reacting best if they're in this calm. If you come across an accident, you might start to feel that high stress coming up. A lot of times, though, you're going to just certain people anyway, they're going to get into that calm, relaxed state. That's going to let them deal with the situation in whatever way they need to. So regardless of whether this is like a life or death situation like that, or you're just writing an email, When you can tune into this relaxed parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, you're going to function at your best. Another way to do this is through what's called coherent breathing or resonant breathing or sometimes balanced breathing. This is a simple technique of breathing at a rate of 5 or 6 breaths a minute. And the inhale and exhale are the same. There's no hold at the top, there's no hold at the bottom. So it's, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. This also enhances your heart rate variability. This also helps you reduce stress, helps you get focused, generally helps you live a healthier life. Heart breathing and coherent breathing can be combined together. In fact, they work best when they work together because they're both doing some very similar processes. When you get into this state of coherence where the mind, the body, the emotions are all working together, everything just operates more efficiently. Everything is in harmony. So the this is the background of what we're going to do with this heart breathing. I'm going to walk you through a technique of heart breathing, and I want you to just follow through as best as you can. Start by finding a quiet place, some place where you can sit comfortably or even lie down. Either way is fine. And place your heart, or your hand, I'm sorry, on your heart. This is just to help you be aware of your heart space. You can do this without placing your heart there, but as we learn this, it's best to start with this, just to have your hand on your heart. And we're going to just start with some coherent breathing. So breathe in for a count of 5. Breathe out for a count of 5. Breathe in for a count of 5. And out. In. Out. In. Out. And just continue breathing in and out at that same rate, those 5 breaths a minute or 6 breaths a minute if that's more comfortable for you. Having your hand on your heart now. Begin to imagine you're breathing in to your heart and you're breathing out through your heart. So you're just breathing in and out through your heart using that same 5 or 6 count in and out. It's easy to do. Just put your attention on your heart. Notice your hand resting on your heart. Let that feeling guide you. Imagine you're breathing in through your heart and you're breathing out through your heart. Now, invite your heart to open. Just imagine your heart opening, like a door opening, or maybe a vortex spinning, or it could be a rosebud opening up into a beautiful flower. Breathing in and out through your heart. Just breathing in and out through your heart at that wonderful rate. Count of 5, count of 6. Simple, deep, slow breaths. And now imagine as you're breathing in and out, you're breathing in love into your heart. And you're breathing love out of your heart. Breathing in and out love through your heart at that 5 or 6 rate. 5 or 6 count. In and out through your heart. If it helps, you could think of a time in your life when you felt love. Maybe a time you felt loved or loving or both. And this could be any time in your life. It might be from the past week, it might be from many, many years ago. It really doesn't matter. Any time in your life that you either felt loved or loving or both. Now just take yourself back to that moment, your mind's eye. Feel what you feel, hear what you hear, see what you see, re experience that moment. Might be a time when you're petting an animal or holding a baby or listening to some music, any time that you felt loving or loved or both. So take yourself to that moment and feel the feelings, hear the sounds, see the sights, relive the moment again and again, and amplify the love. Really feel the love and then breathe the love into your heart and out of your heart. That same wonderful, calm rate, breathing love in and out through your heart. Universal love, unconditional love, in and out through your heart. That's right. And just continue with this wonderful practice. In and out, and whatever rate is right for you. Feeling the love, feeling loved, calm, relaxed. That's right. And whenever you're ready now, you can continue breathing this if you'd like, or you can allow your eyes to open if they're closed, or simply let your breath come back to whatever is normal and natural for you. Some of that process that I just taught you came from another colleague of mine, Randy Light, who is an amazing hypnotist from the Chicago area. I'll put a link to her website in the show notes. To recap now, heart breathing is and the coherent breath are both ways to help regulate your emotions, to have a more resilient stress response, to have better focus, all of them leading to better physical health. Practice these. Try this out in your world. In those times when you're stressed, come back to the breath. You don't even have to do that whole process. It can be as simple as the coherent breath, the 5 in, 5 out, or 6 in, 6 out. It can be focusing on just your heart space as you breathe, or you can combine it all together like we did, where you're using that coherent breath, you're focusing on your heart space, you're breathing the love in. We can all use a little bit more self love. And this is a great way to help to amplify that. Integrate this into your life. It's simple, it's easy to use. You can do it anytime, anywhere. You don't need any tools. You don't need any more training than what you just got here today. And I would love to hear from you on how well this works. So reach out to me, send me a message on any of the different social medias that are out there. I'm on all different ones. I'd love to hear how heart breathing and this coherent breath works for you. I have found that, we have all these different ways that our nervous system reacts. Our autonomic system functions in ways that we can't control. We can't control our heart rate. We can't control our temperature of our body or how much we sweat. But we can control our breath. And that is an amazing way to control your own state of consciousness, to build up your own, I'll call it a super state of relaxation. Try it. Let me know how well it works. And until next time, be well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a 5-star review on this podcast. That's really the best way to expand this message, and it would mean a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast on YouTube so you can stay up to date with super states. Also, let me know what kind of topics or guests you'd like me to cover in future episodes. You can just respond in the comments below. You can also find me on nearly all the social media sites out there at Joshua Ray Peters. That's Rey. I promise I'll answer your comments. I'll see you all next week. Remember now, you carry the seeds of change inside. So stay curious, keep growing, and embrace your transformation.